What is going on, members of the Shy Guys Squad? My name is Dan, otherwise known as Danekii, and welcome back to the Pokemon Sun and Moon Citra quality Wi-Fi battle here on the channel. Today we are facing off against Harris, otherwise known as Harris is Awesome. His links to his Twitter will of be in the description down below. And I know we played him a lot recently, but he's a very consistent guy and a very good battler who's usually around, so I pick him up on the Discord. Speaking of Discord, there will be a link in the description down below to join the Duel Academy, my personal Discord server. If you guys want to join, you guys will be assessed with either the dorm of Obelisk Blue or Raw Yellow, and you guys can talk to me. We can play some games like Golf with Friends and stuff like that. I'll be looking for battles over there, and if I can't find anything there, then I'm gonna go to Twitter. But if any of that sounds interesting to you guys, then be sure to click the link in the description and join Duel Academy. But with that being said, what we got here today, our battle against Harris, and his team consists of a Blastoise, Tyrantrum, Gallagher, Bronzong, Virizion, and a Heliolisk. He's got two dragons there that are looking very, very scary, nice and dragon steel. And then the steel being the Bronzong. And on my team, or Doakes' team, the way you want to look at it, his links will of course be in the description down below as well for, building the team that I'm using this week. He has on the team Scarf Emperor, Bandit Crawdon, Assault Vested Escavalier, Rocky Helmet Donphin, Specs, Como, and a Bermuda Queen. And yes, I know about the bans of Crawdon being passed on to BL2, but these battles were done before the RU bans were taken into effect, and therefore the next 3 battles will have Crawdon in them. But in the future, next time I'll do RU, of course I will know what's banned and what's not, and we will correct it. So with that being said, this super long intro, I'm sorry it lasted so long. We're gonna get into this battle and see how it went, you guys. So my opponent here, Harris, is going to challenge us, of course, like we do. Hey, how it is, how we do, this is how we do. And he leads off with Blastoise here, as I myself am going to lead off with Gongenzaka, my Emboar. And I'm thinking, it worked out really well last time against Sky turn 1, just smacking the hell out of the Emboar. So let's go for Wild Charge this time, but my boy Harris is a little bit better than that, and he goes hard into Tyrantrum, which is a very nice switch, that I wouldn't risk clicking Super Power against the Blastoise and just get scalded and killed. So he goes into Tyrantrum, very nice switch on my opponent's part here. I do like about 20% to him, so I do a good chunk here, but I'm going to switch into my hard counter to any physical attacker, being Tangrishneer, the Donphan, nice and Tangrishneer. He goes for Head Smash, and this here makes me wonder, because that did so much damage, you guys. It is insane. And yeah, so he's gonna take some Rocky Helmet damage, which is of course nice. He's gonna swap out his Tyrantrum here into the Blastoise again. And I'm thinking, alright, that's cool. I can get a free knockoff off. And I'm gonna take off Blastoise's leftovers, as you guys are about to see. And that means that this Blastoise has no way of recovery, and it's going to stay at the health that I leave it at. So his viability as a defensive wall has been severely weakened. I mean, it's not bad by any means, but it has been weakened. And he then proceeds to go for Scald as I switch him by Como, my number 39 Utopia. And he's going to score a little bit of a cheeky burn. Not that it matters too much. It is going to make it harder for me to use Como, to switch into stuff and things. But, sad. I mean, that's just a misfortune, I guess, that follows along with using a special attacker. But he switches here into Bronzong, and I do actually predict that as I go for a Choice Specs Modest Flamethrower, and as you guys are about to see, that's going to do over 50% of this Bronzong, which is going to matter a lot in the long run, because he now knows by, because he's a good player and stuff, he knows that my Como is Specs, at least, like if it's Specs or Modest, I'm not sure if he knows, but he knows that this thing is Specs now based off the damage, so he can use that later on, scale of damage, and scout me out to see as cool as you guys are about to see later. But I'm gonna send an original game like Crawdon, which is thinking the best switch into my to his Bronzong, but he swaps into his Tyrantrum again, and that's just a quick U-turn for me. I'm gonna go straight from Reginald back into Tangrishneer, the Donphan. But he's gonna go for the Outrage right here, and that is going to do so much damage to Donphan. But my boy Donphan ain't done yet. He ain't tossing the towel. And he's gonna throw some shards of ice at this huge Tyrannosaurus before he decides to drop here, but he's not leaving the stage without any prior chip, because the Rocky Helmet is still on my Donphan and ready to put in the work against this Tyrantrum. And it does put in some really hard work on him. And now that I know that he's weakened, I can just go into Crawdon, and I know he's locked in since he got the 3-turn. I can just click Aqua Jet right here and knock out this here Tyrantrum. Now, that's a huge physical threat taken away from this game, but now he gets a very free switching into Virizion, which right here, I thought he was going to go for close combat. It would sound to me like a way more safe play, but he does indeed go for the Leaf Blade as I swap into Gongenzaka, my Emboar, and I thought he would do that. That's why I swapped into it, but then I thought, oh god, he's going to click close combat. It's way safer and it's going to kill almost anything. But luckily he didn't do that. He probably thought Nidoqueen was more of a switch. But I'm going to pull a double here into my number 39, my Komao, as he is going to pull a double himself and swap into the Blastoise. So, bit of a risky play. I guess he was expecting just me to attack what's in front of me, being at the time the, what's it called? The, Virizion's probably expecting a Flare Blitz. Even though I probably, yeah, it's a bit strange. I don't know what I would have done. Protect he can see, and I am going to try to just get some damage on it. I want to click Focus Blast. But sadly, that isn't how it works for me, as it doesn't work just as well as I wanted it to, because he has Protect to scout me out now. And now he knows what move I want to click every time when he uses the Blastoise against Como. So he's going to withdraw Blastoise here and go into the Dragalge. And, you know, I'm going to go for my, I'm going to go for my Focus Blast, and I miss. I mean, I missed again 3 against Sky. I'm not going to count the Protect one, because you never know with that one. So I'm going to say 2 here, too, as that's 5 misses already. Or 4, like 4 of them are guaranteed misses, but the 5th one we don't really know about, so I'm just going to count it as a miss just to worsen my record. As I now feel like the best swap is GameFreak, the Iron Knight, as he goes for the devastating Drake, coming off of Draco Meter, I'm assuming, as he surrounds himself with Z-Power and unleashes this dope-ass looking Dragon type Z-move. He charges up that Inner Spirit and sends this dragon off flying, which looks so good, by the way. And it crashes into GameFreak and doesn't even do 50%. So, Dragalge, I'm disappointed almost. Like, I'm sorry to say, but that was some pitiful damage right there. As he then swaps into his Blastoise again, I'm gonna go for Mega Form because it's the strongest team move. It does so much damage to his team. It does a clean like 50% to this Blastoise, but I don't want to stay in because I don't want to risk a Skull Burn. So number 39 is always my like safe haven to go into, as he's just, you know, gonna click Scald again, and you know, eventually I would have gotten Burn on Como anyway, so it's not like the burn mattered majorly. But of course I could have attempted to, you know, like never gotten burned, but we all know that that wouldn't have happened, don't we guys? So you know, he's going to click Protect again, and I'm just going to click Clanging Scales this turn, as you guys are about to see. Because honestly, at this point, yes, Bronzong can swap in, but he's very weakened. If Dragalge wants to swap in, he's also very weakened. Heliolisk can swap in, and the Virizion can swap in. So I think his best play here is just to sack off Blastoise, and he thinks so too, so he's just going to do like that. And we take the Blastoise rather safely, so that's pretty good right there. We're, you know, putting some damage and making some dents into my boy Harris's team. Like, we've knocked out the Tyrantrum and Blastoise and weakened a lot of his, like, you know, more defensive Pokemon. So he switches hard into Bronzong here, which I do agree with, getting the nice and safe swap back into Bronzong. Now I'm tired. But I'm going to hard swap into Original too, because I feel like that is my best play, as he goes for the Stealth, and I feel like now his Bronzong has done what it needs to do. Yes, it is chilling at a nice and 60% or so, but I think that you know, let's see. I mean, it makes sense to switch into this thing on a knockoff to get a +1 boost. I kind of thought Bronzong wasn't too much needed, but I guess it was a nice bait. But yeah, so he gets the attack raise right there, and I knock off its Lumberry, so we see it's a Lumberry version, but I'll tell you guys right now, this thing, I was very, very scared of this thing, and you'll see that it comes to haunt me later on in the end game. I'm going to sack off number 39 right here, because I feel like he's the most, or the least useful member, as he has like a Heliolisk, this thing. Bronzong is probably the only thing I'll get utilized to come out 04. Because I try to remember right now, his last Pokemon is Virizion, Bronzong, Heliolisk, and we'll see it later. But I feel like here, I think he's gonna swap into it. Dragalge is it. So he has those left.
And he's going to swap into Duel right here, which is very healthy. And I figured this time Flare Blitz is a very safe bet. And as you guys are about to see right now, I strike him with the Flare Blitz, and that does like 40, 45 maybe even. So that's some good damage coming off of Gongenzaka. And you know, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna get back from Gongenzaka and switch into my GameFreak, the Iron Knight, because GameFreak, he can take hits for days, ladies and gentlemen. And my opponent is also going to make the swap. He's going to swap into Virizion again, so a very, very nice switch on my boy Harris's part here. And he's going to click Close Combat. And this play, while I was battling, I completely forgot that this happened. And I'm going to go for Megahorn right here and knock out this Virizion. So it is down. But in my mind later on in the game, I never knocked it out. So I completely forget about this thing, which is a bigger threat in my opinion now that the Virizion down. This is the next threat that I need to worry about. And he clicks Hyper Voice, which is a very understandable play. And I'm going to go into Saphira, Queen of Dragons. Really nice name. I really like for it. But he goes from Trishula, what the hell? No. He goes from Heliolisk into Duel. And I'm going to click Earth Power. I wanted to click Ice Beam originally in my head, but I just clicked Earth Power, and I mean, it worked out for me as I knocked out the Duel. But now this thing is knocked out, and the thing was, this play right here, you guys probably going to question yourself, and now, this is at the point where in the game where I completely forgot that Virizion was dead. I thought that the last Pokemon in the back was Virizion, and that I didn't need Nidoking for anything. But the fact that the last Pokemon actually is Heliolisk, Saphira was so important to this game, and I just completely forgot that it was Heliolisk that's chilling in the back, so I make a huge choke. Like, I'm not even gonna call it a misplay, this is a choke. I completely just choked the entire game away right here, as you guys are about to see. Because he goes for a second Earthquake, because I went for a stupid second IP, and he knocks out my Nidoking. And I'm thinking, well, shit. I'm thinking, alright, I didn't need Nidoqueen. His last Pokemon's Virizion. I'm gonna send in Gongenzaka, and I can just click Flare Blitz twice, and I'll win. And that should be that. Be a good game to my boy Harris. But, you guys are about to see, you know, that I go for Flare Blitz, because it's the best play. And it's going to knock out this here Bronzong, which is okay as well. But what's so really unfortunate is the fact that right now, as you guys are about to see after the recoil, is that he is going to swap into Heliolisk, which I'm presuming is Spark. I don't know if he needs to Spark out figure a little bit, but he goes for Thunderbolt figure. And I'm thinking, wait, his last Pokemon wasn't Virizion? Oh god, I choked so hard by dropping my, I choked really hard by dropping my Nidoqueen. Because I could have just swapped in Reginald, but I didn't, and he clicks Thunderbolt and knocks out Reginald, and that makes me very sad because we catch it out to Harris due to a huge choke on my end. But you know what? It was a phenomenal game on Harris's part, and it was a great game overall. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to definitely leave a like and check out my boy Harris in the description. Really cool guy and a great battler, as you guys saw. I probably would have had this game a little bit, maybe 2-0, if I made the play of going into Reginald against that, against the Bronzong instead of going into, or staying in and clicking Ice Beam. But it was still a very good game, alas, and I'm glad I could have the match. If you guys enjoyed though, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and with that being said, I'm gonna get out of here. Be sure to join the Discord server in the description, and all that being said, I'm out of here now. Bye bye.